wish you might try to convince yourself otherwise. After all, I've made it abundantly clear just how much you mean to me. You've been the center of my world, the axis on which everything turns for so long now. And I know, deep down, beneath all your bravado and stubbornness, you feel the same way. You're just too proud to admit it. But that's okay, my love. I'm very patient. I have all the time in the world to wait for you to accept what's been obvious to me from the very beginning. We belong together. You thought you could slip away from me, didn't you? That you could just vanish into thin air, leaving no trace behind. How delightfully naive. Did you really think I wouldn't notice? Oh, sweetheart, I notice everything about you. Every breath you take, every step you make, every fleeting thought that crosses your beautiful mind. I see it all. I always have, and I always will. You can't outrun me, love. Not when you're etched so deeply into my soul. Even when you're miles away, even when you're trying so desperately to evade me, I feel you. I feel every heartbeat, every whispered word. You're the sun in my sky, the fire in my veins. You're mine. And the mere thought of someone else trying to take even a sliver of you away from me, well, let's just say it's not something I'm willing to tolerate. But now, here you are, right where you're meant to be, back where you belong, close to me. Do you feel it? The rain tapping insistently against the windows, the low rumble of thunder rolling in the distance. It's as if the universe itself is bearing witness to this moment, affirming that this is exactly where you're supposed to be. You can resist all you want, struggle and fight against the inevitable, but it won't change a thing. I've got you now, love, and I'm not letting go. Not ever. Feel my hands on your shoulders, grounding you, keeping you tethered to the here and now. Do you feel the firmness of my grip, the certainty in my touch? It's not to hurt you, never to hurt you, but to ensure you understand, to make you see that this is real, that I'm real, and that nothing you do will change the fact that you're mine. Look at you, trembling under my gaze, your every nerve alight with fear and something else, something you're too scared to name. You try so hard to put on a brave face, to pretend you're unaffected, but I see through you. I see the way your heartbeat betrays you, pounding wildly like a trapped bird. You're scared, yes, but it's not just fear I sense. There's something more, isn't there? Something deeper. You're scared of how much you mean to me, of the lengths I'm willing to go to keep you here. You're terrified of the depth of my love, of the overwhelming force of my devotion. And I don't blame you. Love like this, it's not something you come across every day. It's not something you can run from. It's fierce, unrelenting, consuming. But it's also safe, warm, and protective. That's what I want for you, my love. To protect you, to keep you close, to make you mine in every way that matters. Do you feel how right this is? The way your body molds to mine, the way my arms wrap around you, anchoring you in place. It's undeniable, isn't it? The perfect harmony of it all. You can fight it, deny it, push against it with all your might, but it won't change the truth. You were made for this, for me. And somewhere, deep down in that beautiful heart of yours, you know it. You've always known it. Even if you didn't realize it at first, even if you tried to run from it, there was always a part of you that felt this pull, felt this connection. I see the way you look at me when you think I'm not watching. Those stolen glances, those fleeting smiles you try so hard to hide. You think you're being subtle, but nothing escapes my notice. I've seen it all. The way your eyes soften when they meet mine. The way your breath hitches when I draw near. You can't hide from me, love. Not anymore. Not when I've got you like this. So close I can feel the warmth of your skin, the tremor of your pulse. You're mine, darling. cheeks flushed, trying to act as if you weren't staring at me. The little glances you steal, the shy smiles that tug at your lips when you catch my gaze. You try so hard to hide it, to pretend you're indifferent, but it's written all over you. I see it. I see everything. Every flicker of emotion, every thought that crosses your mind. And now, you can't hide from me anymore. Not when I've got you like this. Here in my arms, there's nowhere for you to run, no corner dark enough for you to disappear into. You're mine, darling. Completely, utterly mine. And there's nothing you can do to change that. Nothing you would want to do. It's funny, isn't it? How life has brought us here, to this moment. How the harder you try to pull away, the closer I seem to get. It's as if some unseen force is at play, something larger than both of us, weaving our paths together no matter how much you resist. We're magnets, drawn to each other, two halves of a whole that can never truly be separated. You can feel it, can't you? That invisible tether tying us together, unbreakable, unyielding. You've tried to fight it, but it's useless. You can't resist it. You can't resist me. You're mine, and you always will be. I know you're scared. I can see it in your eyes, feel it in the way your body tenses against mine. But you don't need to be afraid, love. I'll take care of you. I'll make sure you're happy, comfortable, loved. I'll give you everything you could ever want, everything you didn't even know you needed, because that's what I do. I see you, the real you, the one no one else sees. I know you better than anyone else ever could. I know your dreams, your fears, your desires, and I know exactly how to fulfill them. No one else could ever do that for you, could they? No one else could ever understand you the way I do. They wouldn't know what you need, what you crave, but I do. I've always known. From the moment I first saw you, I understood that you were meant for me, and I for you. It was as if the universe itself whispered it into my ear. And now that I have you, I'll never let you go. I'll hold you close, keep you safe, and love you in a way no one else ever could. Listen to the rain, sweetheart. Isn't it calming? The steady rhythm, like the heartbeat of the world, soothing and constant. Let it wash over you. Let it drown out all those silly little worries in your head. You don't need to think about anything else now. The world outside doesn't matter anymore. None of it does. The only thing that matters is us, just you and me, together. In here, in this moment, nothing else exists. There's no past, no future, only now. Close your eyes, love. Go on. Let yourself drift. Feel the warmth of my arms around you, holding you tight, keeping you safe. You can feel it, can't you? The way my touch calms you, grounds you, makes you feel as if nothing could ever harm you. That's because it can't. Not while I'm here. I won't let anything hurt you. I'll keep you warm, shield you from the cold, from the darkness, from anything that tries to take you away from me. You're not going anywhere, my darling. Not now, not ever. There's no need to run, no need to hide. You belong here, with me. You belong to me, and I belong to you. Don't you see that? We're bound together, two souls intertwined, forever. There's no escaping it, but why would you want to? Here, in my arms, you're safe. You're loved. You're exactly where you're meant to be. Let yourself relax, sweetheart. Let go of the tension in your body, the doubts in your mind. You don't need them anymore. Not here, not with me. Let the sound of the rain carry you away. Let it lull you into a sense of peace you've never felt before. Rest, my love. Rest and know that you're cared for, that you're cherished, that you're mine. I'll be right here, watching over you, keeping you close. You don't need to fight anymore. is over. The battle won. You're home now. You're where you've always belonged. So close your eyes, my darling. Sleep. Drift off into the sweetest of dreams, knowing that when you wake, I'll still be here,